November 14, 2024. The world watches, mesmerized, as a statistical anomaly erupts across elite athletics. Not just new records, but a synchronized, unprecedented surge in human performance. From the explosive starts of sprinters to the relentless endurance of marathon runners. From the precision of sharpshooters to the raw power of combat athletes, a pattern emerges. Recovery times are plummeting, explosive power is peaking beyond physiological norms, and mental focus appears almost preternaturally enhanced. Athletes in disparate sports across continents are exhibiting capabilities previously deemed impossible, defying established biomechanical limits. This isn't just a good year, it's a systemic, almost orchestrated shift. The casual observer marvels at the next generation of talent, attributing it to advanced training methodologies or revolutionary nutrition. But behind the gleaming headlines and corporate sponsorships, insiders whisper of something far more profound, far more unsettling. Our investigation, initiated by a tip from an anonymous source within the World Anti-Doping Agency, led us down a rabbit hole of corporate shell games and heavily redacted government contracts. What we found was a recently declassified patent filing buried deep within the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office archives, filed by a shadowy entity named Kronos Dynamics. This isn't your typical sports tech startup. Kronos Dynamics is a firm with deep, almost inseparable ties to military-grade AI development, cybersecurity, and advanced robotics. Their patent, filed under the deceptively benign title Adaptive Biocognitive Interface for Enhanced Physiological Modalities, reveals a quantum biomechanical synchronization protocol. The document, dense with highly technical jargon, describes a non-invasive neurointerface designed to optimize cellular efficiency and neuromuscular response at a subatomic level. Think about that for a moment. Not just muscle memory, not just oxygen uptake, but fundamental cellular processes, recalibrated, re-engineered at the very quantum level of existence. The implications are staggering. This isn't about doping with chemicals that alter body chemistry. This is about fundamentally rewriting the human operating system. Kronos Dynamics, a company whose other patents include drone swarm intelligence and predictive analytics for battlefield scenarios, is now apparently in the business of human optimization. Their corporate filings show a complex web of subsidiaries, some registered in offshore tax havens, others with direct links to defense departments in multiple nations. Follow the money, and you don't find venture capitalists looking for the next fitness trend. You find sovereign wealth funds, state-owned enterprises, and black budgets earmarked for strategic national capabilities. The line between national defense and athletic supremacy has blurred, then vanished entirely. The document details how this protocol supposedly works. By modulating quantum states within biological systems, it can theoretically enhance ATP production, accelerate mitochondrial function, and even improve neurosignal transmission speed beyond natural limits. It speaks of entangling the athlete's cellular processes with external computational arrays, creating a feedback loop that constantly fine-tunes their physiology. The patent even alludes to predictive optimization algorithms that can anticipate fatigue or injury before it manifests, allowing for instantaneous, micro-level adjustments to performance. This isn't science fiction. This is a blueprint, a meticulously engineered plan to transcend human limitations. The silence from traditional sports regulatory bodies is deafening. While they continue to chase after conventional performance-enhancing drugs, a seismic shift is occurring beneath their noses. Are they willfully ignorant or complicit? The sheer scale of this synchronized performance surge suggests a widespread deployment, far beyond a few rogue athletes. It points to a systematic integration, perhaps even a mandatory one, disguised under the banner of cutting-edge training or holistic athlete welfare. The ethical chasm this technology opens is terrifying. If athletes are no longer competing solely on natural talent and dedication, but on the sophistication of their quantum interface, what does that do to the integrity of sport? What does it do to the very definition of human achievement? This isn't just about winning medals, it's about proving a concept that could redefine human potential, not just on the track, but in every arena of human endeavor. What happens when the pursuit of Olympic gold becomes a testbed for human transcendence, driven by defense contractors whose primary objective isn't fair play, but strategic advantage? Who owns the data generated by these quantum athletes? Who controls the protocol? And what are the long-term, unforeseen consequences of tinkering with the fundamental physics of the human body? The questions hang heavy in the air, each one a chilling premonition of a future already upon us. The game is no longer merely physical, it is quantum, and the stakes are nothing less than our humanity. Following the Chronos Dynamics patent reveal, the pieces of this unsettling puzzle begin to align with terrifying precision. Our investigation, now a race against time, uncovers a series of curiously timed athlete wellness initiatives launched by major sports federations across the globe over the past 18 months. Publicly lauded as proactive measures for athlete health and longevity, these initiatives mandated the use of advanced biometric wearables developed by a Chronos Dynamics subsidiary, a company named BioSync Solutions, which, conveniently, has no public-facing website and an address that traces back to a post office box in the Cayman Islands. These aren't just tracking heart rates or step counts. The official marketing materials for BioSync's Aura Band vaguely mention comprehensive physiological monitoring. But digging into the technical specifications obtained through a compromised vendor portal reveals embedded microsensors designed to log quantum entanglement parameters and subcellular energy signatures. These aren't standard medical diagnostics, they are highly specialized metrics, precisely those referenced in Chronos Dynamics' quantum biomechanical synchronization protocol. The data, according to multiple sources within the sports analytics community who spoke on condition of absolute anonymity, is not stored locally on the device or even within the Federation's secure servers. Instead, it is streamed in real time, encrypted directly into a centralized synchronization protocol database, operated, of course, by Chronos Dynamics. Athletes signing waivers buried deep within pages of legalese unknowingly grant Chronos perpetual access to their most intimate biological data. They are told it's for personalized training insights and injury prevention. But the reality, as the patent suggests, is far more sinister. Their bodies are being mapped, analyzed, and potentially manipulated at a subatomic level. Leaked internal emails, unverified yet chillingly coherent, between a national sports governing body and Chronos executives offer a glimpse into the true agenda. One email, from a Chronos project manager to a Federation director, discusses performance calibration targets for specific athletes, noting how the protocol response could be adjusted to maximize output during critical competitive windows. Another mentions predictive injury mitigation that eerily aligns with geopolitical interests, suggesting certain athletes from specific nations were prioritized for enhanced calibration ahead of major international events. This isn't just about winning a medal. It's about projecting national strength, about soft power, about technological dominance on a global stage. Nations are quietly investing billions into sports science that now veers into human augmentation. Financial disclosures show unprecedented increases in athlete development budgets, often channeled through opaque foundations and research grants that ultimately lead back to Chronos Dynamics or its subsidiaries. These funds are not going to better coaches or facilities in the traditional sense. They are fueling a clandestine arms race where the weapons are genetically optimized, quantum-enhanced athletes. The ethical implications are a minefield. What about informed consent? Can an athlete truly consent when the true nature of the technology and its implications are hidden behind layers of corporate secrecy and scientific jargon? Are athletes unknowingly becoming data conduits, their bodies optimized for performance not just for victory, but for a global power play? The integrity of sport, once a bastion of human endeavor and fair competition, has been utterly compromised. The silence from anti-doping agencies is deafening. Are they unable to detect this quantum-level manipulation? Or are they too entangled in this web of power and influence, perhaps even under pressure to turn a blind eye? The traditional tests for banned substances are utterly useless against a technology that doesn't introduce external chemicals, but rather rewrites the internal operating code of the human body. This isn't doping as we know it. It's a new frontier, a ghost in the machine that cannot be caught by conventional means. The game isn't just on the field anymore. It's in the very fabric of our biology, a silent subversion of human nature itself. We are witnessing the dawn of the quantum athlete, a meticulously engineered competitor whose limits are not defined by physiology, but by algorithms and geopolitical agendas. What happens when the distinction between human potential and technological intervention vanishes? What kind of future are we building when victory demands a surrender of autonomy, a transformation into something less human, more machine? The answers are not just about sports. They are about the future of humanity itself, and the chilling realization that the experiment may already be well underway, with our most celebrated athletes as its unwitting subjects. The next question isn't this technology is real, but truly controls it, and what their ultimate endgame truly is.